Hey, what's going on, working class hustlers? I was just waiting on a few people, see if anybody was gonna come out, join me today. If you're here live, please leave a comment. Maybe let me know where you're from. That way I can recognize you. I want to say thank you first and foremost for continuing to rock with me. Make sure you hit a like, share, and subscribe, all of that good stuff, and take advantage of everything. Tap into your resources down in the description. Always remember, guys, if you need me, Just text the words working class hustler to the number on your screen. I'll get back to you just as soon as possible. If you recently texted me, I'm going to get to it just as soon as we get off of this live. I work a weird schedule, guys. So, like, I'm not working today. I'm not working tomorrow. So that kind of gives me a chance to get caught up. I had to run out and see. I had to do a little bit of arbitrage at the store on some replens, and I had to go to a warehouse, pick up some product. Make sure you take advantage of the Snackfood Symposium. That's a free webinar. Show you exactly how I do the kind of numbers that I do. You guys probably know I deal in snack foods. Sign up for the free course. We're working on it, guys. Just get out there. I promise you, like always, I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to be creating new modules. Just another resource for you if you want to learn how to use the software Tactical Arbitrage. Get on now, because as we start building out more and more modules, we'll be getting into every app that falls under Three Coats Seller 365. And of course, this is an interactive Q&A session. So if you got questions, that's what I'm here for, guys. I would love to answer you. Antonio Wilkins. Hey, I'm doing great, man. I'm blessed. I appreciate it. Hey, Mike. Good to see you, man. All right. Antoine is out of Memphis. You know, my father is from a little town in Arkansas, which isn't that far from Memphis. A little town called Parkin, Arkansas. I don't know if you ever heard of that. Let's get into it, guys. So I'm going to share my screen. I hope you guys have been doing good with your Amazon sales and Walmart too. A lot of us are moving over to Walmart. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Where is it? Right here. Let's add that. So what you're looking at right now is inside of Tactical Arbitrage. I've got 3 searches that I actually ran when I got off of work early this morning. It might have been about 2 o'clock in the morning my time. So let's look at them and see what's going on. So we're going to go right up here to search history. Let that load. And we've got 3 reverse searches going. This one I named, that way I will be able to tell, and it was under pet supplies. This one I named, that way I would be able to tell, which is grocery. This one I didn't name, and I don't remember what category it was. But I want to say, let's take a look at it. I want to say, might have been sports and outdoors or something like that. It might have been. Okay, it was supposed to be 159. And as you can see, when we go in, 159 out of the whole 13,700. I got to go out there and I got to delete some of the old. But if we look, y'all, that's right. It was actually automotive. I don't know, Michael, Antoine, are you guys approved in the automotive category? I don't know. I'm seeing a whole lot of restricted here anyway. And with what Amazon's been doing lately, it is very possible that most of the automotive space is now restricted. I don't know. What is this? Ontel turbo pump, automatic liquid transfer pump. Well, first of all, Look at that. Ships from Pets Love. That's interesting. Let me see how many people. At the time that the search ran, it showed that there were two people on it, but I only see one. Let me see something here. I'm just gonna. I'm looking at the average price, which tells me this wouldn't be any good anyway. Okay, Michael says he's doing some, and Antoine saying still not approved yet. I tried and tried and tried to get approved in automotive, and I just couldn't, no matter what I did. And then one day they just decided you're approved, and I'm like, okay, what happened? I don't know. They just decided to auto ungate me one day, and I don't know why. Now, when I deal in automotive, usually what I'm looking at is things like tire shine, armor all, wax, things like that. Because I kind of like, first of all, I kind of like stuff that people use up because then they're going to come back. Let's see here. Mm-hmm. So Amazon is selling this themselves for $89.99, basically $90. You're supposed to be able to get it for about half that price. I kind of doubt it. First of all, it don't even knows that's the same thing. It looks a slightly different, but that could just be the angle. And it's not the right price anyway. So we can keep on going. Probably won't take us long to get through automotive. I don't do much in it. I just thought, you know what? We don't hardly look at it. It's worth looking at from time to time. You might find some gold out there, but I don't think we're going to be out here that long. How about let's change that filter because we want to see what's in stock. I didn't realize they had this filter now where you could say, just give me the not restricted. And it still didn't work. Hold on. I want to say unrestricted. Ah. And apply. And that should be easy. Should only be 7 products. Why is that not working? Hold on. Okay. Now we're cooking. The funny thing is, just because I'm restricted, you might not be. It doesn't even matter how long we've been out here, respectively. Uh, for weird reasons, unexplainable reasons, they may let you sell some things that I can't sell. Ooh, a lot of people on this. This is a good product. We can't get it for the right price from this open tip, which I haven't ordered from them yet. One of these days, I'm going to have to try them out. I don't know if any of you guys ever ordered from Open Tip. Uh, hmm. Yeah, these prices are dynamic. Although what they're saying is it's $5.14, but then they added 7.80, and that's how you came to 12, 13 bucks, whatever it may be. Uh, and I don't even know. Ain't there. Apparently, it may have been on Walmart at one time for like $4.16. Mike never used it. Now, what you could do, let's see if we can go down a rabbit hole on this. I doubt it, but you never know. Let's see. Or what you could do, you could say sanding pen. You could just open up a new window. Go shopping. Oh, they're supposed to have it on this open tip. We were just looking at that. Hmm. Honestly, this might not be a bad product. I don't think it's gonna fly off the shelves, but I used to order from Zorro a lot back in the day. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, I'd probably just keep this in the back of my mind. Who knows? Maybe down the road we might get into it. I kind of doubt it though. All right. So let's go back to the drawing board. That was your automotive. Then we did a pet supplies, and I didn't narrow it down. Usually, if I do pet supplies, I'll do I'll go specific with dogs and cats because I'm thinking that's probably America's favorite. Uh, but yeah, supposed to have 102 products. Let's see what we can get. All right, there's all 102, but nope, now it's only showing two, and that's probably because of the restrictions. Watch this. If we see, we only got two non-restricted products. This now these searches are still going. Let's see, what is this? 3-pound bag of ferret food. I don't know about that. Man, my kids had a ferret. Ooh, them things stink. And you talking about bad? Oh, he was horrible. He'd run up, bite you, and everything. Hmm. Looks like they might have changed the packaging a bit. I don't know how much of a problem that might be. Oh, and anyway, it's a 3 pack. So you would need 3 of these 3 pound bags. Forget it. Let's go back to the drawing board. And now we're going to come to grocery. That's my favorite. You guys know that. And there should have been 113, but after it takes into account the filters, where's the pop up? There it is. You know, I hadn't been using that filter, man. That makes things a lot easier because you're not just constantly scrolling around. You're always looking for a needle in a haystack with this stuff anyway, guys. There's no way around that. But looking through all this crap, this makes it easy. Let me look at this. Sometimes I think about getting back into the supplement space. So you're getting 9 bars. And see, I hate it when they do this. The way they put that 9 pack up there, that's how you get your customers complaining. Okay. So yeah, that's a mismatch. You close some of these windows, even though you guys know I love having 1,000 windows open. You know that. Let me look at this. I'm going to go down to the keeper chart and look at this and see what the most is sold for in the last 90. You got to be kidding me. Says, oh, well, that was a long time ago. Let's see. Now, here's the thing, guys. Here's something that, a lot of times we'll walk away from a product like this because what we're going to say is, okay, you got 2 people selling it. One is a big chain grocery store selling it for $4.59. You don't really got to get into this because if you don't live near this grocery store, they ain't delivering it to you. When you go to add this to your cart, it takes you to a whole nother process because that's coming to you locally. This one, so essentially, this is the only guy you're competing with. He's selling it for basically $10. But here's what you got to understand. If you were to jump on this product, based on your geographic location, you may still get some sales. In other words, if Amazon allowed you to list this for like $12.99, $13, you might be able to make some money off of this if you could really get it for 360. And I don't know if you could. Uh, Dollar General, they're usually pretty cheap, but their stock is weird. See, this I'm telling you right now, this is a product that I would probably try. And you got to understand, guys, it's getting harder and harder to do arbitrage on Amazon. That, to me, that's a good thing though, because that's going to run a lot of people away. You know, there's a lot going on right now, but I would actually try that product. So I guess I will, and then I can get back to you and let you know how it worked. In the meantime, we're going to go back into the software, and we're just going to come out to Quick Picks. And see what we can find out there. So Michael says, I need to work on my in-store sourcing. Absolutely. There are so many gems when you go in the store. Guys, it ain't even funny. It ain't funny. There are things the software just isn't going to give you. Let's see. I'm just taking a minute to look at my sales. I don't know if you can see that. It's so weird, but I've done 42 sales today for like a little over 1,200. I finally hit. You probably can't see that if I try to come close. Finally went over 38,000 for my running 30 day total. So I appreciate you guys being out here with me during that milestone. Let's see. All right, let's get our filters together. Just gonna set some men's here to clear up some things a bit. And I'm not gonna filter the categories right now. I want to see what we can find. Thanks so much, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for the love and the support. Just remember, and we'll talk more about it, especially guys like Michael that are with me in the private group. We gotta understand what exactly I'm doing, because I'm going to tell you, I do arbitrage, but I let the arbitrage lead me to wholesale wherever I can. And if I cannot get into wholesale, I let arbitrage lead me to the store manager where I can just start ordering by the case. And yes, they will do it. Just the other day, I picked up 4 cases from my neighborhood Family Dollar. Doesn't matter, guys. I don't care if everybody's got a Dollar General. Learn that Dollar General. Be a regular. When you walk into that Dollar General, they should know your name. Don't be ashamed. They don't care if you're a reseller. You think they haven't heard of that? They know what's going on. Guys, I used to be so worried about who's going to know what I'm doing. Here's the degree of separation. Everybody wants to know things. Everybody wants to be like, oh yeah, I know what you're doing. I know this, I know that. But then we got to get to the work. Nobody wants to do the work. So they'll look at you all day and they'll say, "Oh, I know what he's doing," and they'll get anybody to listen to him that they can get to listen when that while they elbow somebody. Look, he sells on Amazon. Yeah, but you ain't gonna do it, so I ain't worried about it if you know or not. Do you guys know how much work this really is? You really do. Nobody wants to do this. What was I doing before I came on live with you guys? I just got back from my van was literally half full with empty boxes. Okay. So I had to go and dump those. Then I had to go to a warehouse, pick up inventory. Then I had to go to a grocery store and do some replens on some regular, arbitrage type junk. Then I had to try to get a bite to eat and come on live with you. I mean, it's just if listen, you're these guys, they're not gonna outwork you because most people don't want to work. This is interesting. Now, one thing I'll get lazy about is because I don't want to read all these details. But so far, this looks like the right product. But I don't know about this particular website. I never heard of it. Let me do some old school calculating here. First thing I'm going to do is kind of look at the average 2709. That don't sound right. So 1647 minus 15%, 13. That's tight. I'll probably pass on that. Let's see what else we got out here. Michael says he's getting more comfortable. You will. Over time, that's exactly what happens. Hmm. Not enough margin in that. Probably not enough velocity either. Now, this right here, I always have problems with these. It's been a long time. There you go. 4 packs of 24. I used to sell this type of stuff. It's a great replant, but the numbers, man, they just don't work no more. What is this? Ugh. pack of 3. Nah, that's not gonna work. Because it would basically be 3 twin packs. So that's not gonna work. When we come out tomorrow, those searches that I got going, when we come out tomorrow, we may have something better off of those. We'll have to see. Mm-hmm. Hmm. I don't think I can sell Revlon, but I have to see. Mm, Give me a sec. All right. Like I said, I do not think I can sell Revlon, but I do need to get back into makeup if I could. I'm going to take this ASIN, and if you give me a second, I'm gonna look and see if Amazon would even allow me to sell this because I don't think they would. Let's see. Oh boy. It says apply to sell. Now watch, let me see what they talking about. Wow. Well, they only say you have to show the combined purchase of at least 10 units. Eh, if I really wanted to get into Revlon that bad, we could get ungated, but it ain't that serious yet. That's not my lane. And it's funny because I was talking with one of the hustlers out of the private group. We were having a conversation and he was saying he really believes Amazon tries to steer you into a particular lane. And that is the reason why you could have two people, and for some reason, all things being equal, one will be automatically approved to sell a particular product and one will not. Well, why would it be like that? But I think it's because Amazon, they try to steer you into a lane that they will allow you to really flourish in. And they don't want any resistance if you were to go into that lane. It's a totally different approach, a different way of looking at things. Uh, I don't know. This product was selling for 24 and then it jumped up to 65. I don't know why it would do that. But I'm number one, I'm not really that much into toys to begin with. Hmm. And that's not even the same. That's the Chainsaw Man, whoever that is. And we're supposed to be looking at Godzilla. So we got a mismatch right off the bat. Hold on. There it is. How did that happen? That is weird. And then of course the price ain't right anyway. You can't make any money off of this. All right. No, this is gated. If I didn't know better, I would say Walgreens is getting better. But I think I know better. Hey, what's going on, Tim? Thanks for coming out, baby. 2, that's 14. Nah. Just looking out here, man. We went through some searches I had running that have not proven to be fruitful. So we went over the quick picks. I'm like, you know what? Let's see what we can find over here. Super Mario wall calendar. Amazon selling it, plus another 3 guys, I guess. Yeah. I don't have to tell you how popular Mario Brothers is. Calendars.com. Today only? Today only. I don't know if I want that kind of commitment. Dang, Walgreens is officially closing 1,000 stores by next year. Woo! Yeah. Woo! All right, let's look into it. I'm just messing with the stock to see how many they would even let me add to my cart. You know how these stores are. They be trying to finesse. I'm doing my little old man math. Tell you what, $3.99. This might work. I'm gonna take now again, I don't know this website, calendars.com. They've been around 25 years, so I would probably say So it says free shipping with $25 or over, or and that's in calendars, I guess, or $39 and over for other things, I guess. I don't know what they're saying with that, but you'd have to use the code, I guess. Let me look in my cart and see what happened. No, they got it at $3.99. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna go to the cart. I'm gonna put this code in there and watch. They probably gonna finesse me. Wow. Yeah, did that take any more off? Yeah, I guess it did. It took $10 off. Because it would have been, they were $3.99 on sale. I was getting 10 of them. That would have brought me to $39.99. Yeah, that took. So you end up getting these before tax. If you have tax, you would end up paying $2.99 for these. Guys, this is a deal. Let's go back. First of all, let me put this in the chat. This is the link to Amazon. And this is the link to this weird store, calendars.com. But they've been around for 25 years. They got to be legit. Let's deep dive. Let's see now. After seeing my higher level of returns recently, especially on Walmart, I want to focus almost exclusively on groceries going forward. Yeah, just remember Walmart will let the customer finesse you even in the grocery category. But yeah, I feel you on that one, bro. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's deep dive because I think this product right here, we might be able to make that work. If we come over and we look at the keeper chart, man, that's got a lot of velocity. And yes, Amazon is selling it, but Amazon is selling it for $15.99. You figure, shoot, after they take their 15%, that leaves you with $13.59, and then I think we said we'd pay $2.99. You still got $10.60 to send something light like a calendar. You're gonna do all right with this. So I put those in the chat if anybody wants to get into it. It's 9:30. Let me know now. Do you guys want to go? You guys want to go longer? Like maybe go to 10 o'clock? So we source for another, I don't know, half an hour, 40 minutes, or you guys had enough. Let me see how many people are even out here. You think that's a nice one, Karen? Yeah, what I was looking at was the fact that, first of all, the store, calendars.com, they've been around for 25 years. Two, you saw they're $3.99, and I put 10 of them in my cart. That should have been about $40. But then I used a coupon that literally brought it down, took off $10, brought me down to a total of $29.99. Now, they probably get me for some kind of tax. but you only got to spend like, if I'm reading this correct, you only got to spend like $25 to get your free shipping. Karen wants to go on. He said, go for 10. Okay. All right. Well, tell you what, I'm going to run and grab a soda real quick. So just bear with me. Because if we're going to be here. All right. Tim says stay until 10 as well. So that's what we're going to do. I got to go grab me a soda real quick. So I'm going to give you a little bit. Tough. Woo. Okay, I'm back. Had to go get my Coke Zero. Let's see what's been going on. All right, so let's see what we got here. That's a 6 count. No good. Pack of 12. Pack of 24. Yeah, something's going on here. Yeah, forget it. Anytime a 5-ounce bottle of some skincare product is selling for $84 and Amazon is the only one on it, you might as well just keep it moving. Let's see. Christ has set us free, preaching and teaching Galatians. Well, first of all, let's see. I'm only seeing 3 of these selling a month. Second of all, I don't know about this christianbook.com. I don't know if any of you guys ever sourced there. Third of all, I don't think anybody out here right now on this live really sells books. Anybody selling books? And books can be a great category, but I think you gotta have a time commitment. The good thing about books is they don't expire, but I think you gotta have a serious time commitment. Mike says no. Karen says no. Tim says Coke Zero tastes refreshingly good for a soda that doesn't have sugar. Yeah, exactly. Me too. Now later on, I'll probably put some blended scotch in this. Yeah, it has become pretty much my soda of choice. Diet Mountain Dew tastes pretty good too to me, and if you're thinking I'm putting poison in my body, you are absolutely correct. Let's see here. So that's what I like about that's what I like about you, Tim. You get in where you fit in. You probably couldn't sell much else. You got in where you could sell, you know, and the other things opened up when it was time. You got to start where you are. Uh-oh. 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 I ain't saying we got a hit just yet. I'm just saying, uh-oh. Because it looks like we might have a match. That's the first step, making sure you got a match. The second step, making sure the count is right. It says 1 count, right? Next step, you got to make sure you can even sell this. So let me throw it in the chat. We're getting it out the mud, right, hustlers? We looking together right now. So we're all going to look and see, could we even sell this? Because we ain't got to go no further if they ain't going to let us sell it, right? So I'm going to stick it in there. And come on. See if they'll even let me sell it. Because I don't know. These brands been getting funky lately. Excuse me. So you need approval to list this brand. Apply to sell. Request approval. Oh. Somebody talked about this. See where it says, show the combined purchase of at least 300 units. Wow. Wow. But you know what? There's somebody on this live right now. They will go and the system will automatically approve them or auto ungate them. You just don't know, guys. So try it. You might get in. Did they let you sell it, Tim? Guys, this is just a storm. Weather this storm. We've been through these before. We've been through these. We'll get through them. Always remember. Amazon has nothing to gain by letting you on the platform and then having you leave the platform because they won't let you sell anything. Remember, I'm standing on this. Amazon is trying to, they're trying, yeah, okay, they wouldn't let Mike get in there. Tim, let me know. Amazon is literally, guys, you got to listen to what I'm saying to you right now. Amazon has a lane, and this is going to sound wild. Amazon has a lane that is pre-designated for you. It is your responsibility to find it, and you'll notice you'll get into a certain lane. There are no roadblocks. There are no obstacles. They leave nothing in your way. And you don't know what category, but for some reason, I've been on this platform since 2008, and Karen can sell some things that I can't sell. Now, why is that? Because they don't want me in that lane. Now, let me ask you to think about something else, guys. I want you to think about what I am about to say to you. If Amazon would let everybody sell whatever everybody wanted to sell, knowing how we all, in general, mankind is like monkey see, monkey do, we will all be selling the same stuff, and we would not bring the variety to the platform that Amazon wants. And I think that's why they try to keep you, to steer you down a certain cattle chute. Now, if you're willing to go over those barriers because you really want to get ungated in a certain brand, you could do it. But imagine if every seller, because every seller has something that they can sell, and Amazon puts up no roadblocks for whatever reason. Imagine if every seller went into the lane that Amazon lets them go in. Then the way Amazon looks at it is, okay, we let them into this certain lane, we let them flourish, we let them be successful, and now the whole platform has such diversity. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. Does that make sense? All right, Tim, they got you. So let's keep going. I remember this website from years ago. Anybody remember Tanga.com? That's an old school site, which is a good thing for me, because that means if they lasted that long. I mean, I got into arbitrage in 2017. And this is one site I used to order from. Gotcha. If it's got that dollar sign in front of it, it's gated. You know, I was listening to Christopher Grant the other day, and he was saying something about that as well, that dollar sign deal. I don't know. Juice Beauty. Well, we're in the season for this, but it's sold by Juice Beauty, so we don't even need to look. We gotta, I think we might want to do a search on that website, though, that Tanga.com. What is this? Milwaukee Gates people, I think. And I told y'all earlier, this whole the Hartman variety, I'm not sure about them. I don't know. I don't know about sourcing from them yet. We got to figure that out. See? See what I'm saying? Why they let her sell it? Why they don't let me sell it? See that? You know what? Let's hold on a second. Well, you guys know how I feel. As soon as I see a suppressed buy box, I'm already getting happy. Because that means you got a bunch of people that's trying to get to the bag. Huh? Hold on. So this is the 18 fluid ounce. This is the 18 fluid ounce. Got a nice keeper chart, don't it? Did you try that? I think Tim's trying to figure out. Did you try to list that item, that Febreze item, or not, or would they let you? This is the tangerine. This is the tangerine. Sold and shipped by Walmart. I like that. All right, let's look no further until we see whether or not we can sell it. So I'm going to go ahead and drop in the comments. There it is. Everybody, let's see if we can sell it. Nope. So here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing this. I'll click on it and then it'll say copy listing. Now what that's telling me is I can list the product myself. I don't think I want to do that right now. Let me see. Gated in this one. Okay. Probably the same thing here, which I don't know about the numbers on this anyway. Let's see what happens. No good. No Gouda. All right. It happens. We'll just move on. Hmm. What about this simple truth? Does anybody know that brand or had any experience with it? Not a bad keeper chart. Not the best, but not a bad one. Hmm. I guess they saying I can sell it. I don't know if the numbers are looking good though. Let's see what happens. First of all, it's at Vita cost. Second of all, quantity limits. This item may be restricted from shipping to certain locations or may require a minimum purchase quantity. Minimum. All right, let me do some quick numbers here. All right. I don't think it's going to work, but we shall see. We jumped in at 2270. Well, actually, you're walking up to ship a 2-packer with basically $12 in your pocket. They're 18 ounce. So what do you got? 2 of them for 26. Basically, yeah, this would work for me because it's gonna be about 3 pounds to ship. I'm gonna spend about $8 on average to ship it. That's gonna leave me with about $3.50. I'll work with margins like that all day long. If that's too slim for you, then this wouldn't work. I can only speak my truth, hustlers. This is what I do. Okay, that sounds good. Uh let's see what happens. Let's go to VitaCost. And I would take a chance. I'd probably order 10 of these. I don't care. Let's see what they say. Now I'm in Pennsylvania, so I'm not going to pay tax. In the meantime, I could get 1.2% cash back on Be Frugal. Oh, are you seeing what I'm seeing? They're telling me I could get 7% cash back on Rakuten. Look at this. I'm seeing things, ain't I? I'm not really seeing that. Y'all gotta help me out. And what was this? What's this additional discount of $5.54 that VitaCost is giving? Let me put these out there for somebody. So, the first thing I'm going to put out there is the Amazon link to the product. Because here's what it is. It's like Tim said, this is an organic brand. People that get into that stuff, that's what they do. Everybody, you guys already know America has been conditioned to believe that oatmeal is good for you. I'm not arguing for that or against that. I just know when you think healthy, you think oatmeal. So here is the link to VitaCost. Now let's deep dive a little bit. That's not a bad keeper chart. It's not the best, but let's deep dive a little bit into this. Let's go data offers. Let's go. So in the last 30 days, 5 of these multi-packs sold at $22.57, but that was all primes. See, here's what I can tell you guys. When you see all these people selling prime, don't think that you can't get your righteous amounts as well. You can. And these keeper charts, they are to be used as tools. They're not gospel. Okay. They can be off sometimes. I know because of the products that I sell. And the keeper chart would have you running for the hills. I can't sell this. So Karen, eat your heart out. Karen says you have to order in small batches from VitaCost. Also, make sure not to use their name as part of your. Oh, I think she's saying you got to order in small batches, or you might get your account flagged. Because once they think that you are a reseller, and I don't even know why I'm looking at this, because all I'm going to do is get mad when Karen says she can sell it. Let's see. Which you probably wouldn't want to sell this anyway, because it's actually a 2-pack. The numbers ain't, the math ain't going to math on that. So good, because all I was going to do is get mad when she was able to sell it and I couldn't. We got to eventually figure this store out, because I'm seeing stuff that could work. If they're selling this for like $27, but you can get it for $4 at this Hartman variety. There's got to be some minimum orders or something. All Hartman variety products must meet a combined total minimum order of $75. That ain't hard for us to do, is it? I don't know. If it keeps coming up, guys, eventually we're going to end up looking at it. Drop. Drop. 300. I'm gonna try something else. What? He said what you were saying. Something about, or it might have been somebody that commented on his live stream the other day. He said that dollar sign means you're going to be gated. And I don't even know where they're seeing the dollar sign. I thought it was somewhere in the, I don't know if it's in the description or the name, somewhere that dollar sign is showing up. Is it showing up in the software? I don't know. But I want to look at, I want to go into always be scanning. And in the always be scanning, I'm going to say USA. And I'm going to, you only got 28 pages. I wonder. I'm going to say deselect. We're going to look at the not restricted. You know what? What the heck? Estimated monthly sales. We're going to say at least 50 just to see what happens. This is not how I usually source, but it shows up on the apply to sell on got it. Now, I scrolled over to the right because all I'm looking at, first of all, is the number of sellers, because I don't even mess with it. I need enough sellers tell me, hey, this is worth jumping into. Let's see. Sunscreen. And I'm gonna get out of the clothing because I'm not selling that. Let's see. Actually, let's deselect all of this. And as you can see, most of the junk that they're showing us is clothing. Always be scanning loves showing clothing. Let's see what happens. We might not get nothing. Mm-hmm. 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 Who's selling this? Oh no. We're not selling carpets. I have done it in the past. It didn't work out all that well. Maybe bathroom carpets could sell, but I don't know. Might not be the lightest. Dimensions are definitely going to get you. But yeah, as much as I do online arbitrage. I would rather round you guys up, walk into an Ollie's or uh, you know a grocery outlet or you know Aldi's or Trader Joe's and go down and scan the aisles. We would find Mike was saying it earlier. It's like for those of us that are willing to get up and go out into these stores, I still say that's probably where the majority of your gems, your gold is going to be. So, but another calendar. I think they might be trying to tell us something, guys. I think they might be trying to tell us something. How many of us, how many of us have gotten into calendars? Because we know they sell, don't we? That one don't move that much. Still worth considering, though. Hmm. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna look for one more. We reached the 10 o'clock mark, but you know me. We always got to try for one more. Oh. Man, they sourced the heck out of this Hartman variety. Anybody got any questions, comments, concerns, things you want to mention as we reach the closing? Let me know. Hmm. Well, that don't match, do it? One of these is, well, they're both kettle. Let's see some. This is right up my alley right here. When you get into your potato chips and it's a 3 or 4 pack multi pack, that is my wheelhouse right there. But first of all, I wouldn't get them from Target because I can get that brand at Walmart and save money. Mm-hmm. I thought Members Mark was Sam's Club. Am I wrong? Yes, because this is Berkeley Jensen. That's BJ's brand, but they got it. They got they made the title Members Mark Berkeley Jensen. Really? They be all right. We'll see you, Karen. They put Berkeley Jensen, but then under brand they put Members Mark. Oh boy. I don't know. That was what brought me into. That's what originally made me get a Sam's Club account so that I could get into their things like this: ibuprofen, aspirin, that kind of stuff. They got a brand. They have their house brands, and people like those. All right, guys, we had a couple of them. That's about all you really gonna get in a session, to be honest, unless you just having a really good day. But we still got searches running. Maybe we'll run a couple more, and we'll be store specific. That way we're not all over the place and we can source at one store. Come out there. We'll come out tomorrow. All right, guys. I'll get you the notification as usual. Thank you for showing up, spending time with yours truly. La Machine, I'm out.